Hello guys, today we are going to see the leetcode question 36, that is valid Sudoku. Determine if a 9x9 Sudoku board is valid or not. Only the field cells need to be validated according to the following rules. Each row must contain the digits 1 to 9 without repetition. That means all the unique elements should be present, and each column must contain the digits 1 to 9 without repetition. So if here 5 is present in that whole column and that whole row, 5 should not be present again. So each of the 9 3x3 sub boxes of the grid must contain the digit 1 to 9 without repetition, and this 5 should also not be present in the grid. A Sudoku board could be valid but not necessarily solvable. Only field cells need to be validated according to the mentioned rules. So if this empty spaces, first we have to iterate till I equal to 0 to n, j equal to 0 to n. If field spaces are obtained, then we have to just continue, and if any of the element is encountered, then we have to take a row boolean row 2D matrix for row as well as column as well as for the grid, or we can name subgrid. So for that it is a n cross n, this is also n cross n, and this is also n cross n, where n is 9. So for this, if we encounter a number, then for that row we have to mention here row number of that element, as well as for that element we have to encode it. Just we have to find the index for the corresponding element. If we encounter 5, then at that row, if here row is 0, so for row array or 2D array, the row number would be 0, and the column number should be 5 minus 1, that is 4. And in the row vector, the 0 in the row array, the 0 and 4 would be stored for that 5 that is coming at the 0th row, and whose column number is 4 in the row vector. Similarly, in the column array, we have to store the column, it comes in the first 0th column. So in the column part for 5, it would be 0, and n would be similar to 4. So in column also 0 4 is filled, and we have to check if again these elements are encountered, then we have to return false. And for here we have to find, suppose we have to find one index for the subgrid. To find this is 0 1 2 3 and 0 1, that is first row index and third row. To find this one in the subgrid, we need to use the formula for the row, that is 3 into row divided by 3 plus column divided by 3. This would give us the row of this 1. That is, for example, here if we take 1, then row number is 1, 1 by 3 0, 3 into 0 is 0, plus column by 3, column is 3, 3 by 3 1. That means we are getting 1 for this corresponding one. The row is 1 and the column would be the index that we have taken for that element. So let us see the code of the question. Here is the code of the question. First, a boolean row array is taken, column 2D array as well as grid 2D array is taken, and constant integer n equal to 9 is done in such that it would accept n. So const is taken over here, and we have to iterate the matrix, and if we find this dot, then we have to just continue, and we have to find the index of an element. If we find an element, we have to find its index, that is the element number minus 0. We have to convert the char to integer, and minus 1 is done to find the index. And for we have to check, and we have to in the first case no need to check this, but after this we have to do for that row the index value we have to make it true. Similarly for column and the grid part, this would give us the row, this is row and this is column. So, and this is the index for the corresponding element, and we have to mark it true. And after other cases, in other cases we have to see if it is previously filled. If any of them is previously filled, that means the condition is not satisfied, we have to return false. this is, otherwise we have to return true. This is the code. Thank you.